It doesn't matter. I might cut out like microwave flour.
And now for my next number, I'd like to return to the classics.
going on, fellas? Today we did a pull day, and I recorded everything except I want to say my last 2 sets of shrugs. There was a lady using a machine in front of it, and I had to put the camera on the machine. And I didn't feel like, asking her to move. She's an older lady. And then I didn't record my 5 sets of curls. I did 3 sets of 80-pound dumbbells, hammer curls, and then 2 sets of 21 reps, actually. I think it was 85 pounds of this Easy Bar. I don't know exactly how much it weighed. I don't know how much the Easy Bar weighs. But yeah, freaking elephant in the room. Today I started with, it was me and Brandon. We didn't do a fence. We did a demolition job. We freaking, we went down like 30 minutes away from our house, town of Pompey, village of Pompey, New York, upstate New York. And we tore out the walls in the basement of this place. Tomorrow we're going back and we're tearing out the ceiling and the floor. And the lady overseeing it all, real estate agent, wrote us $600 check, and she's gonna write us another one tomorrow. So that's pretty freaking cool. And then this Saturday, we're just waiting on the guy to answer us. He said he's down for the fence, but he hasn't answered in a couple days. So we got to figure out what's going on with that. But that's another $400, possibly even more, coming to me. So yeah, it's all part of God's plan, bro. It's all part of his plan. Me and Brandon were talking. The moment I realized I was quitting Atlas Fence, I was at the gym and I was with my buddy Kaya and my buddy Eric. And I was like, how big of a D-bag would I be if I just didn't go in today? And then Kyle looked at me and was like, bro, come golfing with us. And then I was like, bet. And then we went golfing. I didn't golf. I just watched them golf. Hung out with them for the day, ate some Chinese food on Monday. But yeah, it was all worth it, And the only challenge is getting consistent work multiple days a week. If it's not 5 days, could be fine, because it's the type of work, where you might be pulling in $300 or $400 in a day for a job, and you get 2 or 3 of those and you made over $1,000 already. So if it's only working 3 days a week, but I'm getting $1,000, $900 to $1,500, that's actually really good. So I'm feeling pretty blessed right now. And people are gonna say things. And, they see you walk away from a decent paying job. So why wouldn't you say things? Why wouldn't you doubt the person making the decisions? Completely understandable. So ball's in my court. Ball is in me and Brandon's court right now. And God's our coach. And, we got to give him some material. Give the masses some material. Give them something to work with. But good material, Make promises come true. Be a man of your word. I say, I quit this job for a better opportunity. Let me follow through and make that and prove that to be a better opportunity. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, and there's definitely a different feeling than, definitely a different feeling doing your own work versus working for a big corporation, having to, I can't wear shorts on this job. Breaks have to be exactly this long. I can't be a minute late today. This, that. You definitely, you want to be early for all the things, but that's not the freaking point of me saying this. The point of me saying this is to point out how gay working for a big corporation is. You might have to be gay for a little bit and do it, kiss the ring a little bit and, make that money and get by hating your job. That's life. There's been times I've had to do that for a couple of years in a row. It's inevitable, but, switching topics. Tomorrow we got legs, and guys, I took a brief look at this leg day. It looks insane. 4 sets of squats is the first thing I noticed. 3 sets of leg press. I'm pretty sure there's lunges. There's freaking RDLs in there. I've never done RDLs. Romanian deadlifts. I'm going to see if I can, what I can do if I can pull 405 on Romanian deadlifts. Because they are significantly harder than conventional deadlifts to my understanding, which, guys, when I was my heaviest, I was pulling 495 in deadlifts for 7-8 reps. Recently, I've been doing it for 4 reps. Lost 30 pounds, so We're gonna see what we can do with like 405 tomorrow. Maybe fit a 5-plate RDL working set. Who knows? Masteron and the higher dose of TRT should be kicking in pretty soon. I started injecting more last Friday. My trainer said by this Friday. Usually it takes a week for it's about to kick in. You know, you'll start noticing your lifts going up. And I've noticed my shoulders have been blowing up. Compared to what they used to be, they've been growing at a very rapid rate. So, you know, that's pretty freaking cool to see. The back is definitely, I would say, overdeveloped compared to my chest. And the biggest thing that's taking the biggest hit from losing all this weight and hopping on Retta is my squat. It's gone down so much. You know, I was hitting 425 on squat for 10. You know, going parallel, legs parallel to the ground, hitting good depth. Now it's like, last time I did it was like 335 for 8. So, you know, I don't know if it's my ego talking or, you know, I think I'm going to go with it tomorrow. I'm going to throw on 365, see if I can hit it for 8, maybe 10 reps. You know, I'm going to obviously have the safety bars there. So if I'm about to drop it on my neck, I'll just dump it off in the safety bars. Guys, always squat with safety bars. What are you doing if you're not? You're so much at risk. Your life is at risk, you know? Yeah, guys, I'm going to freaking wrap this video up. I got a shower. I'm sticky and sweaty and musty. Smell like asbestos. Ripping out drywall and wood and black. I was just breathing in black mold today. I'm ending the video here, guys. That's all I got for this one. You know, remember, I love you and Jesus loves you. Peace out.